Hey, what's going on? It's Bruno da GAMA here, Brazilian Health Nuts. Have you ever felt like, damn, I just want to be Friday, I just want to be the weekend, I just want the holiday to come, I can't stand this Monday to Friday stuff that's happening right now in my life. It's just like I think all the time about this, I think, oh my God, I just can't wait. Have you ever felt this way? I know that I felt this way in my life before. Back in the days, I would go and just like be thinking about, wow, I just want Friday to come so that I can go out with my friends, so that I can have a beer, so that I can get away from that place where I am on the 9 to 5, just struggling, just like living by and doing something that I don't like. And I was like, just like living for the weekends, living for the holiday, vacation, all of that stuff that happens all the time, right? Right now here, as I record this audio, this video here, right now, it is 7:48 p.m., okay, 7:48 p.m., and I'm about to jump on my computer to do some quotation mark work. Why? Because what I do nowadays has nothing to do with work. What I do nowadays has to do with mission, has to do with passion, has to do with a bunch of other things that I'm going to be talking with you shortly, okay? So just what I want you to understand, I want you to think about here for a second is, okay, so let's say that you are stuck in a job, in a place that you don't like. Because here's the deal, my friends. I know that you are a dad, I know that you are a father, right? And if you are doing something that you don't like for a living, if you have a job that you really don't like it, that you don't have enjoyment doing that, it's going to be messing up your whole life. There is no questions about this. And most importantly, it's going to be messing up your health, right? Just think about this. Imagine spending 8 hours every single day doing something that is stressing you out, is making you sick, is not bringing you fulfillment. It's just a way of getting by. It's just about survival. So if that's for you, you are going to be having a mediocre life. And I don't want you to be having a mediocre life. I want you to be having a dad's on fire life, which is having it all. Having your body in check, having health, of course, having more energy, but also doing something that you like, doing something that you enjoy for a living. I don't want you to be spending, because then there is no point. You're not going to be living to your whole fulfillment for your life. You're not going to be achieving your full potential if you are stuck on a place that you're not happy with. And that can be said not just for a job here. Today I'm talking specifically about your job, what you do for a living, but this can be also said, for example, for a relationship. If you are stuck in a relationship that you're not happy with, that you're just there because it's comfortable, you're just there because you've been living this way for years, you're just there because she is the mother of your kids, guess what's going to be happening to you? You are not going to be living the good life. No questions about that. But for today, I want you to be focusing here, especially on your job, what you're doing for a living, guys. This is going to be affecting your health. This is going to be affecting your life. So it is a super important subject that we have to talk about it, okay? So there is some things here that I would like to talk to you quickly in terms of, okay, so let's say here that you are stuck, you are doing something that you don't have pleasure, that you don't like. You're doing a 9 to 5, you're stuck there, you're just doing that because of the money or because you have to survive, you have to pay your bills. And I understand that, that's totally cool. It is excuse, it is a valid excuse, let's put it this way. So the first thing here that I had for you to think about it, and that's something that I learned, one of my mentors back in the days, that when he told me that actually brought a lot of attention to me, to the things that I do in my life, and most importantly to the people around me, my family, my friends, my clients, everybody who I am in touch with. He said, don't ever be good at something that you don't like. I'm going to be repeating. Don't ever be good at something that you don't like. And I see this all the time. Everywhere that I go, I see a bunch of people being good, like quotation mark, at something that they dislike, at something that they have no pleasure or passion around. They just there because, well, they fell into that job when they are in their 20s, and then they got good at doing that, right? They started doing a little more money, they got better, they got increase into their salary, and they say, oh, "Yeah, it's good. I'm making a little more money. I'm doing this now. It's actually I'm going to be keeping doing this because life is hard. I can't get out of my job. I can't. Otherwise, I'm fucked or whatever it is that the stories that we create in our heads." And then he keeps going and he keeps going. And then when we see, he actually got good at doing something like that because he's practicing so much. He has been doing for so many years that's actually hard to replace him. So he is in a comfortable space, looking from the outside like nobody can replace me kind of thing, right? However, he is not fulfilled. Why? Because he never really enjoyed that. He was just doing for whatever reason, for surviving, for the money, but he got good at doing this. So I want you to stop for a second here and be humble, be honest with yourself. Whatever you're doing for a living, your job here, are you doing this just because you're good and you like it, you love it, or just doing this because you're good and it's paying you well? Do you think that once you get to the end of your life here, are you going to be happy with your life? Because, like I said here in the beginning, you are going to be spending 8 hours at least, 5 days a week, if you are living in the regular roads, doing something that you don't like, is going to be affecting your life. And once you get to the end of your life, when you get to your deathbed, are you going to be thinking, wow, I really love the job. I really like the people that I work with. I served a lot of people. I had a fucking fulfilled life from doing that job. So be honest with yourself. If you are not happy here, I want you to stop for a second and find ways to get around and find ways to get out of this place where you are actually getting good at something that you don't like. So that's the first thing here, the first tip that I have for you. Don't ever get good at something that you don't like, because then you're going to be doing more and more, and once you see, you are stuck. You get stuck. The second thing here that I have for you to reflect related to this topic of your career, your job is, okay, so now I don't get good at something. I don't get good at something that I don't like. Okay, Bruno, so what do I do? Well, the next thing that people will tell you, well, you know what you have to do, John? John, just follow your passion, man. You have just to follow your passion. That's everything's gonna come from following your passion. After you follow your passion, you're good. You're good to go. Just follow your passion. Do you have ever listened to somebody who tells you that? To follow your passion? Just follow your passion? I know that I was told this millions of times, just follow your passion. I was like, okay, does this really make sense? Should I follow my passion here to do my career, my job, my service, my mission, or whatever you want to call it? I like to call this your mission in life. You have a mission here. I believe everybody has their own mission, different missions. So just follow your passion. So I was thinking, okay, so if I follow my passion, do you know what I would be doing right now? I would be like playing soccer and tennis. That's my passion. I love to play tennis. I love to play soccer. But I'm not good enough. I'm not going to be doing that for a living right now. This is this is not my mission here. I can have a passion around tennis, and I do, and around soccer, but it doesn't mean that necessarily that you have to do that for a living. There is a big difference between doing that as a career, as a mission, and doing that as a hobby. And that's a big difference here. We could be talking a lot about this, the difference between a passion and just following something more deeper here. But I just want to leave you with this thought here. Just think about this. If the thing that you're choosing here is just related to your passion, maybe it's not really the right choice. So, okay, so I can't be good at something that I don't like. Maybe I should not be following my passion. So what do I do, Bruno? What do I do? So I have here really just two things that I want to share with you quickly here before I let you go, that I think can start to planting the seed for you to start to think about this area of your life, okay? The first thing here, it is related to curiosity. Okay, so now that you don't have to necessarily follow your passion, you can follow your passion, but it doesn't mean that you must follow your passion. But there is one thing that I believe you have to have if you want to have an amazing mission, career, okay? This thing is called curiosity. You have to have a curiosity around the topic that you're going to be working with, okay? Think about this way. What is something that you could be talking to a bunch of people on a Saturday night, like without thinking about it? You're just talking because you have curiosity around the subject. You like, you enjoy, you know. Maybe you have some passion around that, not necessarily, but you just enjoy. You're curious. You're always reading something. You're always looking to improve that area of that life. For example, you're reading books about, let's say on my case here, I have curiosity about how to improve ourselves, how to improve, more importantly, our health, how to take our health to the next level. So I'm always reading, I'm always studying, I'm always going to seminars, I'm always watching YouTube videos and classes and all of that good stuff about how to improve our health, how to take our health to the next level. So I have curiosity around physical activity, I have curiosity around nutrition. I'm curious about that. So always if I see something like that, I'm curious about. So that's the first thing here for you. What are you curious about, okay? And then you start to see, wow, actually, when I was a kid, I always liked to learn about like sailing boats. Yeah, I always had a passion for the sea. Not a passion, maybe a curiosity, whatever. You got the point here about the passion and curiosity, right? So you always like maybe curious about how does that work and all that good stuff, okay? So you start to maybe getting good at that stuff. Maybe go back to study and how to become the best into that area. Because here's the other deal. You gotta be good at doing at something, guys. We live in a competition. We live in a world that has 7 billion people and more, right? So right now we have a world that it's pure competition. It's a global world. You can play in all areas. You can play globally. But you have to understand that you have to be good at the thing that you do. And the only way to be good at something that you do is by having curiosity around the subject. Because if you don't, you're going to be getting bored and you're going to go to your old job that is comfortable. But if you have curiosity, you keep studying, you keep getting better and better every single day. And once you see, you become the best at what you do. And once you become the best at what you do, then the world is small. It became small because now you have the world at the palm of your hands, okay? So that's the first thing here. And the second thing here that I want you to understand as well, that I think it is important to this topic of the work here, it is called service, okay? Sometimes we just think about ourselves. We just get stuck into this, okay, what should I do for my living, for my career, for myself? Think a little bit outside here. I want you to think more in terms of your mission, about your service, about your purpose for your life. Who and what is the cause that you want to be joining or you want to be creating, most importantly, in your life? What is the service? So think, because sometimes we are going to be doing things for other people more than to ourselves. Sometimes we're not going to be doing enough just for ourselves. Because when you do for our family, for our people around us, for our friends, for our community, for your mission that you're creating, you're going to be doing much more. And then you're going to be working, quotation mark here, at 8 p.m. Because right now it's almost 8 p.m. here. Actually, it's 8 p.m. already. And what I'm doing is not really work. It is my mission. It is my obligation to help these dads to have a better life. It is my obligation to show them the possibility of having a better life, having a better health, having more time to spend with their family, having better careers, having more money, having more energy, having better sex, having more fulfillment, more confidence. It is my mission to get you there. So when I have this mission, I don't give a shit anymore because I'm going to be doing whatever it is necessary for me and for you to get you there. Got it? So I know this has been a long video, podcast, whatever you're listening or watching me right now, but this is a super important topic that not most people are talking about, especially when talking about health, but it's all connected, guys. This is called the integrative life. You can't separate the things anymore. Everything matters. Your health is connected to your job, to your passion, to your relationship. It's connected to your money, to the social, to your happiness. Everything is interconnected. We can't separate this anymore. So with that in mind, I want to invite you here. Number one, if you like this, if you think this is a valid information, do me a favor here. Please share this with another dad. Please share this with your friend who is a dad. I would super appreciate you that very, very much, because then he can maybe change this on his in his own life. Damn, I cannot talk anymore. Cool? So please share this if you think this is valid. I would appreciate you very much. And number two, we have a free training for you, for dads, only for dads, okay? Only for dads just click the link on the description here, right below, above, whatever you like listening to me or watching me, or just go to BrazilianHealthNut.com. It is there as well. That's on this free training. I'm going to be teaching you the 3 things, my friend, the 3 things that all busy dads, they must know if they want to burn belly fat, if they want to have more energy, and if they want to become more confident without, listen to this, without having to restrict carbohydrates from the diet or doing more cardio or spending a lot of time away from their families. Who wants to have that? Who wants to have that? Just click the link below or just go to BrazilianHealthNut.com and I will see you there. Take action so that you can become a dad on fire. I see you very soon. Have an amazing, amazing day. Bye-bye.